Hello everyone, Miss Carrie here from Miss Carrie's Creations, working in my traveler's notebook again. Today I'm going to share a shorter process video and talk through how I selected elements for this adorable puppy page. We still have about a foot of snow on the ground outside, so I thought I would play with some of the wintry perspectives today and create an adorable little page of this pup enjoying her first snow day. I am using some of my wintry collections today. These are from Simple Stories and Echo Park. I'll be pairing them with a few of these perspectives. I like this adorable little chilly day title and the winter accessories because they match this paper collection really well. I have also grabbed some of the snowflake dies and snowflake perspectives for my page. As I create the layout, I will be adding a few additional items, and I'll place those in the supply list in the description below. I'm going to be placing two pattern papers in the background. One is filled with colorful snowflakes, and the other is a dark black and white dot pattern. The puppy has black fur, so the contrasting page is going to help bring focus to that photo. I print my photos at home and use a collage program to create cute little frames and collages like this. If this is something you want to learn how to do, let me know and I'll create a video or do a live presentation for you. To mesh the two together, I'm going to add a strip of plaid pattern paper between the two pages. This creates a nice divider and brings in some more of the colors that I want to add to the page. I'm going to place a little flag over here on the left and bring in some tags over on the right. These are going to be some grounding points on the page and add some white to the right side of the layout. I want to place my journaling on this little card here. There is a lot of white on white going on, so I'm going to bring in a little circle and tuck it behind the card to help this stand out. This is the same color as the flag on the left, and it's going to help draw your eye to this side of the layout. The title looks really large on this size of a page, so I'm going to place it at the top right, and then I'll bring in a few snowflakes to tuck behind it. I chose to cut these from pattern paper to match the tag at the base of the page. They were cut using the snowflakes dies, and they're the perfect size for traveler's notebooks. Above the title, I'm going to bring in this little dog sticker, which fits the page perfectly. It also brings in some neutral colors to the page and some more of that pink. I am going to add some more gray to the page with a heart die cut, and I'm going to tuck this behind the tags, and then I'll layer some phrases beside it in pink and blue. The heart is helping to link all of the elements from the title to the items at the base of the page. Now I need to find a way to bring some of these colors over to the left side of the layout. Before I lay anything down, I'm going to punch my holes again because I don't want to place anything over the area where the album ring is going to pass through. I'm going to start by matching the bright pink color on the dog's scarf with a little frame at the base of the photo. This is also going to help lengthen that vertical element on the page and make the photos appear a little bit larger. To create a visual triangle, I'm going to add another blue snowflake in this space, and then I'll start to form a cluster of elements below it. I'm going to mimic the blue and pink items on the right page with a few of the perspectives from the winter accessories pack. Once you remove the backing from these, they are a bit on the translucent side, so I couldn't use foam tape behind them without it showing. Instead, I just tucked a tree in the corner to fill in that gap. Originally, I placed another paper snowflake below the photo, but I'm going to move this atop the other paper snowflake and bring in a smaller snowflake perspective that matches the title. Once I add a little phrase in a blue-green color, I now have added all of the hues from the other side of the page to this area of the layout. Right now, there are 2 blank areas on the page. There's one below the journal card and one above the photo. It's always good to leave some white space on the page, especially when you have a smaller layout, but the right page is a bit top-heavy, so I need to figure out a way to create a third cluster and balance out all of the weight on this layout. So I ended up bringing in a pink scarf that works as a grounding strip on the page, and I layered a basket of wood logs in front of it. The scarf matches the other 2 pink ones on the page, and the wood logs match the wood circle that I added on the left side. This also brings in a few more neutrals. Now, I am going to fuss a bit and bring in some more phrases, adhesive brads, and some snowflakes. I'm trying to figure out how to fill the space above the photo and bring in some of the colors to this page that are missing. As I move the items about, I am going to tell you the story behind these photos. A few days after bringing this puppy home, we had a big snowstorm. Our daughter sent me a video of the puppy following her as she made a trail in the snow. She told me that this little 6-week-old baby wanted so badly to explore and play, but the snow was too deep. Instead of wandering off, the puppy would just follow behind, jumping around in all the snow trails left by the other dog. The video she sent me was simply precious, so I wanted to share that memory with you. So while I was chatting, I found a place for all the items, removed a few pieces, and balanced out the page. This is a process that we all go through. It's often trial and error when you're trying to figure out where you want to place all of your elements. I had originally added a little gray dog down near the journal card, but it was too much color. So I brought in a black and white brad, and this added white to this side of the page and kept it really simple. Instead of creating a 4th cluster of items above the photo, I decided just to add a little tag and lengthen that vertical line. Now you saw me debate a little bit about adding another phrase going vertically near the photo, but I decided that I didn't want the photo to look wider. I actually wanted to lengthen it. So I ended up removing that phrase. All right, I'm going to type up my journaling and then I'll share this finished layout with you. Off camera, I added some bits of stitching and a few enamel dots. I also typed up the journaling on that card and adhered everything in place. If you'd like to know how to print on journaling cards or stickers like this, I do have a short video tutorial on my channel. I'm going to share a few close-ups so that you can see all the details on this fun winter page. This layout records a memory of the puppy's first snow. I'm using a traveler's notebook for these photos, and I've discovered that they can fill up really quickly. Using a smaller size involves some restraint and requires balancing of larger elements, but I do like how quickly the pages came together, and this one turned out super cute. If you're one who enjoys pinning projects to inspiration boards, I have added these still shots to my website for you to save. I want to thank you again for joining me as I created another scrapbook layout and shared this memory with you. If you have any questions about this project or the supplies I used, feel free to comment below. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.